Hey now. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to the YouTube repellent known as Outlaw Radio. Yeah. I mean, listen. Yeah, more feedback, please, Lori. You are the producer.
No, she's the star.
Blondie, the producer, a.k.a. star of Outlaw Radio. Yeah, welcome to the YouTube repellent, Outlaw Radio. What's the problem, Laura? How about everything? Your microphone was working perfectly all week, and then you, of course, turn it on, and for some reason, you are a microphone repellent. Come on, Laura, I can't do the show without you.
Oh.
Can't do the show without the blonde broad.
Star.
Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe. I dare you. Jeez. Is it that difficult? It is that difficult. Whatever. It's secondary. The YouTube broadcast with Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio is secondary to our terrestrial and across the nation. Yeah, go ahead and more feedback, please, Laura.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, of course you're not.
It's your ears.
I'm not the producer.
It's not me.
The meek shall inherit the earth, my friends. And the best example of that, and I've thought about this for a couple years now, YouTube. If that is not case in point, the meek inheriting the earth, folks barely able to speak or get through a cohesive sentence with 2 million views on their YouTube channel.
And I'll tell you what.
If that ain't the meek inheriting the earth, I'll tell you that God, yeah, he had a few choice things to say. Yes, my brother Mart.
No, and they're making money also. Once they get past 100,000 hits, they're making money.
Is that what it is? 100,000?
Yeah. I don't know. I think you got to go past 1 million or whatever.
It doesn't matter, but they make money.
We don't depend on YouTube for any financial gain, as we've proven. But no, that's not the way this thing works for us. We're just up there. And this show, there's a very good possibility that you will be able to find it on Rumble. On rumble.com the day after this show airs on YouTube and on our great radio stations across the nation. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and they have, especially in the state of California.
Oh.
The meek, meaning those who are not willing to lift a finger to get a job, but work on the government dole, and so many handouts, so little time. Don't make me sing. The last week's show was banned
in the United States of America.
From the
I saw it.
It's true.
My friends called me up. They're like, "You can't get the show. You've been banned in the United States." I go, "We wear it like a badge."
Yeah. Listen, it's fun being outlaw radio. We're outlaws and we're rebels. But man, if no one sees the damn thing, I mean, what does it matter, right?
We're still having fun.
Yeah, well, that's not the point of this tattoo, Dave. The point is, if we're outside in the wilderness and we speak as males, are we still wrong? Why is Billy Dilly, our HR man, talking over there? Somebody explain that to me. Does he know there's a show going on?
No.
Does he know the air conditioner is up to full blast when it should be on low? And that's why I'm hearing what sounds like a railroad car
It
in
does.
the background.
Yeah, but it sure feels nice in here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right.
So what you're saying is screw the listener.
Well, we're banned anyway. So what the hell?
I did some research and I figured out why we were banned.
Yeah.
We had a few choice words last week.
Oops.
And
In chest.
of course it's in jest. That's what we do. This is a parody show. This is a parrot show. I wear my parody on my shoulder. This is a parody show. We poke fun at everything and nothing. Oh, good, Billy. Yeah, come over here and mess with the cameras. Yeah, go ahead and knock some cameras over.
Oh, no.
Excuse us while we have unimaginable technical difficulties.
No, as long as Billy gets close to those cameras and knocks them over again. Oh, yeah. He sat down right next to camera number 1.
Yeah, we don't need that one.
I don't need to be here. Don't make me sing. but
We're off to a hell of a start.
it's a labor of love, my friends.
it is.
It is a labor of love. But I did my research indicated that because last week I believe the quote, and it's sort of
Don't say it again.
what.
Whatever that quote was, I don't get banned for the second week in a row.
Let me explain. I said that some may say, not me, and I even went on record as saying, not me, I wouldn't say this, but I know that some have referred to Canada as our.
I mean, why?
No.
Don't do it.
Would you listen to me?
Not really. Don't do it.
Okay. If we are nothing if we are not honest on Outlaw Radio. So I need you to know why, for those throngs who tried to procure last week's Outlaw Radio at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. That's how you punch it in, because there are fake Outlaw Radios out there. I kid you not. You don't go to simply an Outlaw Radio. It's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. That's where you'll find us on YouTube. And I simply said that there are some that have said that Canada, and they've referred to Canada as our big dumb neighbors up north.
God.
I didn't say it. And then I believe that Tattoo Dave piled on.
I sure did.
Yeah. And don't you feel bad about it now?
Not one bit.
Okay.
Here we go again.
And then to add insult to injury, we get a copyright infringement by someone in Canada who obviously doesn't understand parody. Now listen.
Was it Tom Green? Because he hates me.
All those dudes from SCTV, that was all parody.
Yeah.
And they're all Canadian.
Yeah.
So you should have a sense of humor, especially the fact you're a Canadian. You should have a sense of humor. Right?
Their life.
To add insult to injury, Lori played for the first time in several years a song by Lauren Green called Ringo.
Yes.
And so because of that, Lauren Green, a fine Jewish Canadian, superstar back in the day on Bonanza, and one hit called Ringo.
Yeah.
And so we got a little copyright infringement because of that.
I also sang to it.
Yeah, Lori, well, that didn't help matters. And you're a good singer, but it didn't help.
Well, how about all of our bumper music? Shouldn't we get copyright infringements on all of it?
Yeah, but we don't piss off Canadians with the rest of that. Yeah.
But this was during a commercial.
Yeah, it does. Okay, Lori, what?
Yes?
You want to explain yourself?
Sure.
Or do I have to go in depth on this?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you don't want to explain yourself. Because during a commercial on YouTube, matters not, it's still us up. Our show remains, even though our terrestrial stations go to break and they'll play a commercial or two, we are still up there on YouTube. All right.
But like you said, not all these other artists or publishers, they're not being nitpicky because
they're not pissy about it.
Right. Only those guys.
Only those people there.
I should play it going out, like the last song.
Hey, Lori, good luck, because it's no longer there. Oh, yeah. I made sure of that.
Preventative.
We lost some good ones. Sopranos actor Tony Sirico, or is it Sirico? I was never a Sopranos fan. I'm sure if I watched the show,
Paulie,
I would have become a fan, but I never. It was just one of those things I missed. But Tony, I think it's Sirico, Paulie Walnuts died at 79.
Young.
Yeah, they are. Okay. So what is old, Laura? What is old? Dead?
Old is dead.
Okay, so Paulie Walnuts was old, or is old, because he's now dirt napping it.
Well, today he is.
Yeah, and I doubt he's going to come back from this one.
And he's not going to get offended either.
Tony Sirico played the impeccably groomed mobster Paulie Walnuts in The Sopranos, and he was also in Goodfellas. And I think he was on this show a gazillion years ago. All the good ones die young. Other death-a-roos? Yeah, we got them. because we're always on the positive tip here on Outlaw Radio. And on your YouTube, it's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Come on, Wisconsians, support us by getting up there on YouTube. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Don't make us say stuff like we said about Canada.
Don't. I'll never talk about what. You know how close Wisconsin is to Canada?
Oh, no.
You know, that could be a problem. James Caan, Deadaroo, man.
That was very sad.
82.
Yeah, and I don't recall hearing him in bad health. He was just a few months ago. He was doing some event, so I don't know what the hell came down.
Wait a minute. Remember when we used to watch a show, that Vegas show he did?
He was awesome. He
Yes.
was, and I loved that. That was like popcorn for the brain. That was like caramel candy for the brain. You didn't have to think about it, but it was a great, stupid show
I love
that
that.
I loved.
Love that
It
show.
was,
You did
but-
too, Mart?
Oh, I loved it, man. James Caan was
He was
excellent
the
in that.
best.
Yeah.
He was so James Caan in that movie. I mean, that TV show. I loved him so much.
He had problems after that, health problems.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Well, that's a dirty rotten shame because that guy, great actor. And P.S. I spent some time with him at House of Blues here in Hollywood, the now defunct House of Blues.
Yeah.
And arrogant, you betcha. Honest as the day is long, you better believe it. And for that, James Caan, you will be sorely missed. You were a good man, a good patriot, and we will miss you. We will miss your talent.
And he's the OG, man.
Yeah. Hey, Lori, get 986 up there and hit it
Godfather, huh?
so I can get into our next death. And why is it so difficult? Go ahead and crank it, Laura.
The Civil War was near when quite accidentally a hero who sneezed abruptly ceased retreat and reversed it to victory. His Medal of Honor pleased and thrilled his proud little family group. While pinning it on, some blood was spilled, and so it was planned he'd command left troop. Where Indian fights are colorful sights and nobody takes a licking. Where pale face and red skin both turn chicken. When drilling and fighting get them down, they know their morale can't droop. As long as they all relax in town before they resume with a bang and a boom.
What is it?
F Troop.
Yeah. What a great show. What a great.
Was.
Hey, Lori, were you singing to that?
Yes, I was.
So you remember this show?
Oh, I watched it all the time, my brother.
I'll tell you what, man. It's rare to find an old sitcom that Lori was into.
I never got
Oh.
into it.
So because of your brother?
Yeah, my older brother Joe, we'd watch it together. We were really into
I
that.
think it was before my time, man, or something. I missed it.
Mark, you're 2.5 years younger than I am.
I missed it. I missed
And it came out in the 60s, and so we were watching reruns.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't watching any of it.
It was before. Well, you missed one of the funniest guys of all time, Larry Storch. Yeah. I loved Larry Storch. I have wanted him on this show for years. Guess who's not coming on? Larry Storch.
How old was he?
99 years old.
Wow.
And I would get progress reports. He was doing events a year ago in New York City.
I like Larry Storch. I just never saw him.
And he'd be traipsing around New York City, and they'd shoot videos of him. Still look, for a 99-year-old guy, still looking pretty damn good. I thought he was 102 by now. So there have been some errors and some misnomers about his age over the years. I swear they said he was 100 and he had his 100th birthday 5 years ago. But Larry Storch, and as they're paying homage to Larry Storch on their Facebook page, the family said, "We are shocked." I doubt that very much. He's 99 years old, and I love him dearly. But shocked that a 99-year-old finally bitter? I don't think you're shocked.
No.
Yeah, I think that's.
They were surprised.
And Matt, circling back.
Yeah, you're going to circle
I'm
back,
gonna circle
Mart?
back. No,
Yeah.
James Caan, also the Godfather, man.
Mart, do I need to bring that up?
No.
How
About
you
the
shouldn't.
song?
I
Does
thought
any-
that's what he meant by OG.
Does anyone
Original gangster, man. The
does
guy-
anyone need to bring that up?
No.
All right.
And I think he really was affiliated with a real affiliate.
And now you're taking time from Larry
I know.
Storch's eulogy.
Sorry, Larry. It's a shocker that
well,
he died at 99.
I loved him, and I loved he played Agarn, and he was funny. He was the funny one. Ken Berry, mildly funny. I always liked Ken Berry, and then he went on to what was that?
Mayberry, RFD.
Yeah, RFD, EIEIO, LGBTQ, and then went on to Mama's Family with Carol Burnett, and there's another guy I tried to get on the show, and he was dying during the time that I was reaching out to him.
Who is that?
That would be Ken Berry. Ken Berry. And you're laughing about Ken's death, Lori?
No, I'm laughing because I misunderstood.
Hey, Lori Downey Jr., let's not chuckle over the demise of human beings.
It's really sad.
It's not what I meant.
Yeah. By the way,
I can't believe she's doing that.
hey, Lori, did you get my email forward from a listener who did not like your take on the Roe v. Wade?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. So I guess I bring that up so you can mind your P's and Q's. I mean, do you really want to piss people off?
I don't care.
All right.
I'm with you, Lori. I'm with you at shows.
Well, you may
Gotta love that.
You may be on tough turf with our big dumb neighbors to the north.
Oh, no.
Is that something you heard?
And speaking of death,
Oh, I know.
wow, the first few minutes of this program, it's all about death. Last remaining Oh, wait, you know what? So
I thought you were gonna talk about our friend.
no, because nobody knows him.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be like talking amongst ourselves with someone that we know.
but he's been in the entertainment industry and he's been on the show. And
nobody knows him.
Okay.
So God rest his soul.
Oh boy.
Rude.
But what?
Adios.
But what? Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. He wasn't a great fella, but he wasn't. But I don't wish him death. But now doesn't
what?
matter what I wish.
Now what?
He's dead.
Do I know this person?
But
Yes.
this one.
We're all in suspense here. Who are we talking
No,
about?
no, because it doesn't matter. Lori,
doesn't matter that
you're
this
the
man lived and
producer,
died.
Lori. You
Come
should
on.
be sending me in the right direction on the show, not
Oh,
taking
I'll send you in the
steps
right
backwards.
direction. All right.
This one is important. Last remaining WW2 Band of Brothers member Bradford Freeman, dead at 97. Last remaining member of World War II U.S. Army paratroop regiment known as the Band of Brothers. It inspired that book, an HBO miniseries of the same name. He's died at 97. God rest your soul. God bless you. Are there any WW2s left? If there are, there are only a handful, man.
Yeah.
They are the ones. They are the ones we should pay homage to.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, you bet your ass. Yeah. What was that, Billy? Because can't hear you off mic, but damn it, I'd like to hear you. So what is it, my veteran? What would you like to say? And now he's screaming at the camera, thinking that's a microphone. All right.
I said, thank God they existed.
Absolutely.
All right. And this, I think I have time for this. Before we get this is a jam-packed show. Tom Ohmer is on the show. Movie star, TV actor, the good-looking, Harley-riding Tom Ohmer.
Alive.
On the show, alive. Alive. Yeah, James Caan dead. What is Tom Ohmer?
He's alive.
Yeah, it's like a radio quiz. It's like a game show. Lori, do you want to play?
Lori, you can join in.
Sure.
Yeah, Tom Ohmer is
Alive.
all right. James Caan,
He's gone.
okay. Larry Storch,
He's gone.
yeah. Tom Ohmer,
He's alive.
okay. And
a good game show.
he'll be on the show today.
We only use Tom over though. That's it.
This happened locally, but I think, in fact, I know you can relate to this. I saw this on the news because Lori has the local TV news on when I walk into the house, which is rare, but there it is, blaring away, and this caught my attention, and this happened about a week and a half ago. It was a tragic death. A Lake Elsinore drowning. Anybody in the Lighten Up Lounge? Did you hear about this?
No, but it happens a lot of late.
Keep going. I may have.
Yeah, and obviously I feel terrible over the death of a 9-year-old boy. And it's a tragic death that never, ever should have happened. But this is what sparked me and sparked my ignition into speaking of this. Watching the aunt of the victim on local news make the statement, this could have been avoided if they would have put up a gate at Lake Elsinore.
Specific to where the boats are going out into
Yes,
the
yes.
lake.
She said the
The
aunt was the only one, not the mom or the dad, and I understand that. They're grieving. This could have been avoided if they would have put up a gate. This fries my ass. No, this could not have been avoided by putting up a gate, but it could have been avoided with proper parenting. Read my lips on this. That 9-year-old was in a lake and was never taught to swim.
Yeah.
Right.
9-year-old in a lake, not taught to swim.
And obviously, apparently, no life jacket.
And no supervision.
No supervision,
Yeah, that's the
proper parenting. Wait for it, it's coming though. And it's been about a week and a half now. A BS lawsuit
Yep.
in lieu of parental personal responsibility. Don't you smell it a coming?
Yeah, they're going to sue the city now, or try to.
Yeah, but then it's going to get it's going to get turned, and they're going to sue them for bad parenting. They're going to charge them.
You know what, Tattoo Dave, you're onto something, and this is where I was on this as well. Because it's Lake Elsinore,
Yeah.
more of a conservative area of California, they probably have their act together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And understand that it's not about feelings, even though, damn it, man, God rest this child's soul.
Let me
And I
ask you a
mean that from
question.
my heart. 9-year-old kid.
Yeah. Right.
But your parents must know that you can't swim.
Oh, yeah.
But yet he's allowed where the boats are being
Launched.
Yeah, launched onto the
it's
lake.
at the boat launch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no place to swim in the first place.
No.
Never.
Yeah, Lori, quick.
That was it.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. So
Okay, let's go to break. We'll get into this Hunter Biden reportedly calling Jill an entitled regressive C word in texts. That's his stepmom, Jill Biden. I guess they're not so friendly. All that, and hold on. Oh, yeah. Joe Biden seemed to have a little teleprompter disaster.
I was hoping you were going to bring that up.
Yeah, we'll do that next on OutlawRadioLive.com.
About that?
On YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Thank you for being there.
listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. Magic Matt's YouTube. Go smash it. Hit that bell and join us.
Let me show you the way to go. I don't know everything, but there's something I do know. I know. I've read and heard a lot, and now I'm ready to show that we can come together and think like one. Come together now, live together underneath the sun. Please, let me show you the way to go. Follow me, my friend. Oh, let me show you. Come on, let me show you the way to go. Just put your trust in me. I'll try not to let you down. Let you down. The job is hard to do, but all we can work is down. 'Cause we can help each other to overcome. We can do it now. Just everybody and get the job done. Please, just let me show you the way to go. Follow me, my friend. Let me show you, come on, let me show you the way to go. Please follow me now. That we can help each other to overcome. We can do it now. Together underneath the sun. Please, just let me show you the way to go. Well, I'll never let you know. Let me show you. Come on. Let me show you the way to go. We can do it. Now. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me. Just let me show you.
And now, back to the exciting climax of our story.
This is legendary Outlaw Radio.
Why, Captain Drummond.
Miss Miller?
Magic Matt Allen. Well, it appears that one of our beautiful listeners in Wisconsin, or it could be a viewer of us on Outlaw Radio, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube.
Is good or bad?
And most likely listening on his local great radio station. Says Wisconsin is actually the most northern state that doesn't touch Canada. And I think he says that to me proudly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's a beware.
Laura, you know who we ought to get on the show? He was here, 4 years ago, probably one of our best guests, and a guy that you may not know his name, but you know him instantly when you see his face, L.Q. Jones of the Wild Bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was, 89, or he was 90 then, so it was 4 years ago that he was on Outlaw Radio, and this just passed my desk as though I'm still living in the 70s and have a desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no computer. This just came in. You know who we won't be having back on the show?
Who?
L.Q. Jones from the Wild Bunch.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
For some reason, Tattoo Dave gets a chuckle whenever we talk about deaths.
I know.
Yeah, you know who we should have back? You know who we're not having back?
L.Q. Jones, the answer to that question.
Got it.
No.
I figured it out.
Yeah, member of Peck and Paw's posse, dies at 94.
So let me get this straight. Tom Ohmer
Yeah, Tom Ohmer.
He's alive.
Tom Ohmer, a great movie star and a great TV star on the show today, alive.
This character you're talking about.
L.Q. Jones.
Won't be coming back.
Yeah, he played bad guys in a bunch of
why are we laughing
westerns.
at this?
Also directed, co-wrote, and
That's
produced
not
the
me.
cult sci-fi hit "A Boy and His Dog," and that was good. That was.
I like that,
yeah.
Don Johnson.
Yeah, that's a great little movie.
He was 94.
94 years old.
Still a baby.
These
Do you
people
think
you're
it's-
talking about are 97, 99,
I know.
94.
Yeah.
They're all-
Well, it's still sad because we knew the guy loved this guy.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy was drinking bourbon with us and smoking cigars, and a great old guy.
And he was so sharp. And
L.Q. Jones, the leader of our mecca of radio stations in Wisconsin, has mentioned to me that he was one of his favorite guests on Outlaw Radio.
Oh.
So we may do, in fact, there's a very good chance we'll do an homage to L.Q. next week. And maybe I'll take the weekend off and just play that. But it's worthy, man. This guy is so good. He was also in, what was the aforementioned, not The Godfather, but one of those movies. He was in
Goodfellas?
Casino, Goodfellas.
It was either Goodfellas or Casino, and he played the Texan and sort of explaining.
Casino.
Yeah, was it Casino?
Yes.
Sort of explaining that's not the way we do things
Yeah, he
here.
was on the gambling committee.
Yeah.
The one that wanted the favor in The Office with Robert
Yeah,
De Niro.
That's- So now you know who L.Q. Jones is.
Yes, and now I remember him being
Yeah,
here.
great actor.
He was a
when
great
did he
dude.
pass away?
This just came in minutes ago, Laura.
I'm not. Oh, okay. So it
Yeah.
just happened today.
Well, it came in minutes ago.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
great on the show. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that man.
Well, let's switch gears here.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah. Well, don't be sad. Here's something to pick up your spirits.
Sure.
Hunter Biden reportedly called Jill an entitled regressive C word in text. He called his stepmom Jill Biden a vindictive moron and entitled C word. It rhymes with a cake, a certain cake, in text messages after she urged him to go to rehab to kick his drug habit, according to a news report. President Biden's 52-year-old druggy son made the remarks in a string of text messages that he sent in 2018 as the family were rallying to get him help, the son reported. In one particular text sent to his brother Bo's widow, Haley Biden, who he was scandalously dating at the time, Hunter went off on the now First Lady, F my stepmother for always being as much of a selfish, silly, entitled C word as you, he wrote to Haley, as their brief relationship, it seems, deteriorated. He also admitted to calling his stepmom an effing moron, a vindictive moron, in a separate text exchange with his uncle James Biden just days later. In the text to his uncle, who is President Biden's brother, Hunter said he had raged to Jill that he was smarter than her, and the quote was, "And you know the drunkest I've ever been is still smarter than you could ever even comprehend, and you're a shut grammar teacher that wouldn't survive one class in an Ivy graduate program," Hunter said in the text. Yeah, so
What a nice boy.
So go F yourself.
The apple doesn't fall far.
Yeah. Jill, let's all agree I don't like you anymore than you like me. In another text to his uncle, Hunter bemoaned that his own father allegedly hadn't visited him during his prior rehab stints. Literally, has never come to one, never actually called me while in rehab, Hunter wrote of his father, so that's a little insane. The text messages were uncovered on an iPhone that was found backed up on Hunter's laptop from hell. The revelations of the brutal messages emerged in the same week Hunter was repeatedly photographed alongside his father and the First Lady in Washington. Hunter, much of the 4th of July weekend at Camp David. And boy, what a fine family reunion that must have been.
Crack cocaine cookies.
Yeah, he was then pictured.
Edibles.
He was pictured watching the Independence Day fireworks from the White House Truman balcony with his extended family. And old fake President Joe Biden had a teleprompter disaster.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's a lot like Anchorman. It's
President Burgundy.
yeah, it's possible that Joe Biden just had a little problem with the old brain Rainaroo, and he did read everything on the teleprompter.
Uh-oh.
Slow Joe announced he was doing an executive order on abortion in the wake of the Dobbs decision from the Supreme Court that, of course, overturned RVW. Federal employees being allowed to use taxpayer-funded money for travel to obtain an abortion was a significant item. During the remarks, Biden appears to have read the repeat the line text on the teleprompter, but the White House, of course, the White House, well, they denies this. And it's really up to you to make up your mind. And this is what it sounded like. Ladies and Doberman, here on Outlaw Radio, President Ron Burgundy.
Power. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political, or maybe precise, not and or political power. That's another way of saying that you, the women of America, can determine the outcome of this issue. I don't think the court, or for that matter, the Republican, repeat the line. Repeat the line. Repeat the line. Repeat the line.
What do you think? What do you think?
That's like Pete and Repeat were sitting on a boat.
Yeah.
Pete fell off. Who's left?
Did it?
Repeat.
Bad president. That's who's left.
Did
Yes.
he say end quote? Repeat the line.
Yeah. Of course.
End quote. Repeat the line.
Repeat the line. Yeah. How many more days of this crap are we going to have to put up with?
How many?
Yeah.
That's who's running the United States of America.
No. Oh, don't say it. Don't make me sing. And Gwyneth Paltrow is back at it.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, she is. She's. I'm still waiting for my candle, by the way.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. that
Special.
one. I know it ain't going to smell like that, but I want to give her a shot anyway. But damn it, when we went to order one, they were like $1,000 a candle.
I'm going nose deep on that. I got to check it out too.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to singe your nose hairs when you get so close to that damn thing.
Are they still 1,000?
I don't know what they are. You know, I'm sort of flippant about this. You know, it doesn't smell like it, and every one of these smells a little different. But
This is Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle.
Yes, but that's not what she's hawking these days, Laura.
What is she hawking now?
A vibrator. What do you think of that, Laura?
And this one smells.
Makes sense.
Well, no.
This woman needs sex, man.
Well, no. I got to tell you, I got to hand it to her, man. This is the American way. I bet she's making money hand over fist.
Of course she is.
You know, I mean,
She's a true capitalist.
Oh, I love her.
Yes.
I love her for this.
Yes.
Millions of Americans in this great United States of America, where, we're in Southern California, which is barely America. Millions of Americans are struggling to afford groceries, gas, everything in between. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle brand Goop has released a list of tips and tricks for how to select and use vibrators.
Did she demonstrate?
Marge, she demonstrates.
If she did a demonstration video,
yeah, okay.
I'd spend $1,000.
Yeah, that's my brother Mart, by the way. I know it says on the banner Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, but that was my brother Mart.
T.
Get it correct, please. Marty.
Didn't she have a big role in the Harvey Weinstein thing?
Paltrow?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably.
I think she did. This is a pretty big role reversal for exploiting sex.
Yeah. Well, she's been doing this for a while now with those vagina-scented candles, and now she has her own vibrator. She's debuted the Paltrow's own $98 vibrator design.
What's that called?
She's quoted as saying, chic enough to leave on your hotel nightstand.
See?
Paltrow partnered with sexologist Alexandra Fine to devise the complete guide to sex toys. The guide, entitled How to Use a Vibrator. How dumb do you have to be not to know how to use a vibrator?
See?
Well,
Huh?
That's my point.
It includes a lengthy list of different types of vibrators and how to use them. If you're curious about vibrators but don't know where to start, we got you, the guide reads. We've organized the guide based on what kind of stimulation you're looking for, external, internal, both. And within that, some of the most common sex toy types you'll come across.
wait a minute.
What?
I didn't know that vibrators were internal. I thought they were all external.
No. You are kidding.
No,
She's kidding, right?
Okay. First of all, it's Lori Downey Jr., our producer from Long Island.
Horrified.
She's not joking.
I'm not joking.
The guide instructions on vibrators known as the Bullet, palm-sized vulva, air pulsing, wand, G-spot rabbit, air pulsing, dual stimulation, and
It's a party.
And penis rings. The idea is that most Bullet vibrators, for example, are going to share a basic shape and technique, the guide adds, but there are some ingenious variations within each category, too. Listen closely, Laura.
Okay.
All right. I'm here to teach.
Okay.
The guide has been released coinciding with the launch of Paltrow's new $98 Viva La
Las
Volva.
Vegas? He's mad at me. Okay, we all
No. If we could just have, we should have a line out this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar of people just ready to step on punchlines. We should this would go around the friggin' block. When I pause, it doesn't mean that it's time to interject something.
I wasn't even looking at you at
It's
that
called
time.
a pregnant pause. You never look at me, Lori. The guide has been the name of the vibrator for night, and you're still doing it.
I had to laugh.
This isn't even a show anymore. I don't know what this is. College radio just called. They're laughing at us. The new $98 Viva La Volva vibrator, that's the name of Paltrow's new vibrator, which Goop advertises as compact and chic enough to leave on your hotel nightstand. So many vibrators look hypersexualized, the actress told the New York Times. We were just trying to do something perhaps a little more intellectual. When it comes to vibrators, Paltrow is known for selling raunchy products. Of course, her candle. Are you aware of the exact title of her candle?
No.
This Smells Like My Vagina? That's the name of that candle. In a new Uber Eats Super Bowl commercial, Goop sells genitalia-themed candles. She's also partnered with the left-wing organization American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, to launch a Hands Off My Vagina abortion rights candle.
Oh, God.
I don't even want to know what that smells like. Not every customer of Paltrow's, however, has expressed being pleased with the products. Last year, a British woman who owned a This Smells Like My Vagina candle said Gwyneth's vagina candle exploded in my living room.
Oh, boy.
That's got to be quite the mess to clean up. Moreover, another customer sued Goop after claiming the vagina-scented candle he had bought caught fire and exploded. The customer alleged the product can cause injuries and is inherently dangerous.
They all are.
Yeah.
By the way, you mentioned vagina and vibrator, and I've never seen Mark C.G. Boyer look something up so fast.
Really so happy?
In my life.
All right, a lot to get to, including a lot of gay stuff. We're going to call next hour the gay hour. All right, but you will be immersed in this and interested, I promise you, on OutlawRadioLive.com and on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion.
In a hideaway on the other side of the hill, with Hollywood close enough to smell, one man dared to step up to the bar and talk. And other outlaws heard the legend and joined together to tell their tales. This is how it began. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Magic Matt Allen. This is Outlaw Radio.
You know, this broad is about my age. Love her. Love her. Love this song. What's her name? The gal from Garbage?
Don't know.
A little bit louder, Lori. I'd love to be able to hear this. Yeah, if I were a dancer, this is a song I dance to. Does this get you, Lori? Are you moving in there?
I am. That's what I do.
One of the great ditties of all time.
Shirley Manson?
Yeah, Shirley Manson. Shirley Manson. God, she's good.
They're good. They're just good.
Yeah. I've always loved this band.
It's a great name.
Yeah. Hey, next hour, not only the great Tom Ohmer, the great TV star, movie star, the man who you would know from those Southwest TV commercials where he plays the general, and he has to come up with a code word, and I believe the punchline is, "I hate my job." That's Tom Ohmer. You'll love that. I can see Tattoo Dave right now looking on his phone trying to find that.
No.
Yeah, but you'd get a kick out of it. I mean, at some point.
You know why he's here?
Why?
Because he's alive.
He's alive, yeah. LQ Jones dead. Who else did we lose? James Caan is gone. Agar from F Troop, the great Larry Storch, all dead. Next hour, I want to give you a thumbnail sketch. Natalie Portman loves that Disney's Thor 4 is, and I quote, gayest Marvel movie ever. Natalie loves it because it's the gayest Marvel. Boy, call me a caveman, but I don't understand why you would love it because of that. Wouldn't you love a movie because it's entertaining? Wouldn't you love a movie because it's a great movie? Has a great plot? Maybe a good little love story? But no, Natalie Portman loves the Disney's Thor movie because it's the gayest Marvel movie ever. And Disney's Thor star Tessa Thompson boasts about helping fans come out. And we'll have I have more than one, by the way, but one of my gay friends in the entertainment industry, he will be here next hour. It's sort of, the timing is odd that Tom Ohmer is here, and I'm talking about a gay friend, and I don't necessarily mean that in the same sentence. Tom is here and my gay friend. However, you know, whatever your sexual proclivity happens to be, God bless you and God love you. Although I brought that up at a party, little 4th of July party, and not everyone agrees with me on that. That some say it's blasphemous to have same sex. And that's Dr. Ted Barrer, I think, sort of swims in that canal. I don't. I say whatever makes you happy, don't hurt other people. A lot to get to. Fast, big hour next on Outlaw Radio. Yo soy Mágico Mateo, a.k.a. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube.
You understand that? Well, like I understand how you can, because like I've been Paris, Beirut, I've been Iraq, Iran, Eurasia, I speak very, very fluent Spanish. Todo está bien chévere. Understand that? Chévere. Bien chévere. Is that right, mama? Yeah, because I got my shaking room. Everybody's got a thing, but some don't know how to handle it. Always reaching out in vain, just taking the things not worth having. But don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. When you get off your trip, don't you worry about a thing.
You know, we're the last line of defense, and really the comedians are the last, the voice of truth in this whole thing.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt. But I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. There's lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Day. Welcome to the YouTube Repellent Outlaw Radio. Banned every other week on YouTube.
It's kind of like you getting COVID every other.
Yeah, I get COVID about 3 or 4 times a week, and we're banned on YouTube every other week.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to see if we're there, give her a shot, won't you? Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Except no imitations, and there are imitations. Forget about the other Outlaw Radios. Listen. I don't have that much money to sue everyone who has grabbed my moniker over the years, and that's the honest to God truth. So look for Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Now, if I find another Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, then it's sue time.
Yeah.
And I'll need to borrow some money from big movie and TV star Tom Ohmer for that lawsuit.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Welcome to Hollywood, my friend. The meek shall inherit the earth. And I will tell you, I mentioned this last hour, Tom Ohmer. I believe the meek have inherited the earth. YouTube, case in point. The meek. They can barely get through a sentence, and they have 2 million viewers. It is friggin' incredible. Those of us in quote-unquote real showbiz, and I do mean quote-unquote because that doesn't exist anymore. Real showbiz now, the real networks, that's YouTube. And that's, what's the one that this show will most likely air on rumble.com.
Yep. And people are looking forward to that.
Now, they are?
Yes, I've already told several people they love Rumble.
So at least 2 people are looking forward to us on rumble.com. 7?
7.
Okay.
And they told 2 friends.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the big dog of broad chasing. Meant to say casting. Oop, I said broad chasing.
Don't you think the Canadians
I must be a caveman, and then I'll be kicked off again. But I'm used to that. But if you'd like to search for us, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. And that's not important. What's important to us is our terrestrial radio stations. Oh, I know. You managers and program directors, you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, all you do is talk about YouTube. I will get out of that mode. Now. Starting now. Until the next time I mention it. Natalie Portman, remember her? She was that little gal she's cute, right?
Very cute.
Wasn't she in a movie called The Piano?
Yeah.
With Rusty Humphreys?
Rusty
no,
Nails?
that was not it.
No, I think she's hot. Not just cute, but she's hot, but her attitude sucks.
I don't know if she's hot.
Her political views.
I mean, she's hot because she has one of them thingies, right, Mart?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much?
Yeah. She's my type.
It's her job to be hot.
My type of chick.
Natalie Portman loves that Disney's Thor 4 is the gayest Marvel movie ever.
Yeah, see, she says stupid things.
She's expressed, well, that's because perhaps she's stupid. She's expressed her love that Disney Marvel's latest Thor sequel is being perceived as the gayest Marvel movie ever. In an interview with the actress, entertainment journalist Andrew Frandl laid out his hypothesis about Thor, Love and Thunder, which opened in the U.S. Is it safe to say that this is the gayest movie ever made in the MCU? That's Marvel Comics universe. Portman replied, I love that reading of it. Yes, I love that. The actress said, that is the core of the comics. I feel like that's where it all started. It's very true to the source material. What, so Marvel was gay from the beginning? Is that what she's saying? What am I missing here? Portman has returned to the Thor movies after being absent since the second installment. Her character, Jane Foster, plays a more prominent role, blah, blah, blah. Walt Disney Company has come under fire for promoting LGBTQ E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm there was an LGBTQ, 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 shut the F and that.
There you go.
The LGBTQ ideology in the Walt Disney Company, the company experienced tremendous blowback after videos obtained by journalist Christopher Rufo showed company leaders bragging about promoting an LGBTQ E-I-E-I-O and agenda to young children through the studio's entertainment. The new animated Disney series Baymax features a transgender man who menstruates and gives advice on which maxi pad to buy.
What the hell?
That's very Disney. I bet Walt ain't spinning in his grave right now. Huh? He's okay. Yeah, he's better off dead. You know, I think every other day I think, you know, I'm probably better off dead, Lori.
No.
Yeah, I get to meet my friends again. You know, because most of my friends, since I was born 100 years old, so all of my friends are in their 90s now.
You're a friend of the friend list today?
And dying, and they're dying.
Come on,
LQ
Matt.
Jones just died. He died.
Yeah.
My buddy James Caan, okay, not a buddy, but I spent some time with him.
An acquaintance.
And I love that dude. He always told you what was on his mind. He wasn't a puss.
No, not at all.
I love James Caan.
Yeah, me too.
You know, if you want to know who James Caan truly was, watch his movies.
Yeah.
That's really who he is.
Sure.
Yeah, that's who he is.
The show Vegas, man. I think that's who he was.
That's who he was,
Yeah.
Disney's Thor star Tessa Thompson boasts about helping fans come out. Actress Tessa Thompson, who stars as Valkyrie in the newly released blockbuster Thor, Love and Thunder, says she has inspired her fans to come out. I've had so many folks write me and say that they were able to come out or to talk to their family, which is a dream, Thompson told Variety. The actress added that it's been tremendous to experience queer fans telling her, thank you, Tessa, for living your truth. Well, no, see, there's truth. There's one truth. There's the truth, and then there's a lie. There's a truth, there's a lie. There's no such thing as your truth. There's a truth, there's truth, and then there's a lie. But there's no your truth.
It's my truth.
God, I can't stand these people. Thompson, who came out as bisexual in 2018, boy, I'll tell you, a female coming out as bisexual, woo, man, whoa, headlines. Every female is 3 tequilas or 3 wines away anyway.
That's
what
not
the
true.
hell? What, Lori?
That's not true.
Almost every female is 3 wines or 3 tequilas away from bisexuality.
Ew.
Men, on the other hand, and I love having this argument with lefties. They say, well, there's no difference. Males, same thing. They can have sex with males. No, completely different. We don't share dressing rooms together. We don't really get naked together. And guys don't brush their hair. We don't touch it.
You gotta have hair to brush.
We don't see a female naked, our friend, in the same room dressing and say, oh, baby, hey, your breasts are really looking great.
Your butt looks great in those jeans.
Yeah, they
You're
look
not gonna
great.
say that to your guy from the girls say that to
men
each other.
don't say that.
Right.
Now, you might say that, well, it's because, well, you're males and so you're afraid to say it. No, as a heterosexual male, we appreciate the female gender.
By the way, Matt, your
and
butt
the
does look nice in those jeans today.
And I'm not wearing jeans. I'm not wearing nothing. Hence the reason my ass looks so great. Thompson, who came out as bisexual, She says, I think a big part of being able to normalize queer characters. So is that really what it's all about, normalize? I mean, is that really? It's not, okay, it's quote-unquote not normal, because if you look at the dictionary under the word normal, then being different, it's different, yes. But unlike some friends of mine who think it's blasphemous to be gay, I disagree with that. I say, live by your own rules, don't hurt other people, and don't shove your sexuality down our throats, right? How many times can I use that line?
How many?
So yeah, we'll see if she finds love. Thompson added of her character in Thor. The actress reportedly believes that romance is a necessity to show Valkyrie's queerness. Well, of course. Thompson is not the only celebrity to help fans come out. Hey, Gar Lester, he's my showbiz buddy, an agent for a gazillion years here in Hollywood, and got the hell out of L.A. when the getting was good, and he is in Bakersfield, California, a town that I adore. I love that town. Great dive bars, and one of the best poker rooms on the planet. Gar, aren't you proud that Disney's story star Tessa Thompson is boasting, helping fans come out? And by the way, we did not have a conversation about this, so I don't know which way Gar Lester is going on this. So where are you? For, against, do you care?
You've reached the office of the President of the United States. I'm not here. I don't know where I am. You might want to call me, but I'm not sure I'm going to answer the phone. Yeah. I'm going to put my Vice President, Kamala Harris, in charge of my messages. You can reach her. I don't know where, but I don't know how.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, Matt, I knew it was the lead-up of the lead-up of all lead-ups from you.
So what, Gar Lester, what do you think? A female coming out as a bisexual in 2018 is big deal?
Let me share. As a gay male with partnered, and Matt knows Curtis very well for 29 years, sometimes with, and I got to really be careful with my words, sometimes with lesbians, it's just because it's popular. Mm-hmm. And it can be done.
That's what's going on now, though. It is popular with the youth.
And it's of the moment. It's of the moment. And, we have many gay lesbian friends that have been married. My niece is gay with her wife, and they had a beautiful child together. Right. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. Okay, right.
But, what Matt says is it can't be any more true. Just don't shove it up down my throat.
Right.
Don't care about what you do. Don't care about what I do.
By the way, and here's what I think. You being a gay guy, Gar Lester, I don't, and tell me if you agree with this, I don't believe that females who come out as gay or bisexual are committed. They're not committed. And if I were a gay guy, I'd say, oh yeah, any way the wind blows. As a gay guy, you, my friend, are committed to the gay lifestyle. Period. I mean, there's no coming back from that, right, Gar?
Let's not put it so much in a box. I love my husband. We're a great couple, and the rest is nonsense. Okay, but
hey, hold on, Gar, your 29 year relationship with this good dude who I love to death, but he and I, we disagree when it comes to the commitment of being a gay guy. He does think that females and males, that males are as bisexual as females, and that's where he and I lose it, that we are not on the same page.
All right. So let me give your audience the real deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever watched wrestling? Have you ever watched MMA?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Two guys are getting around. They're hugging. Their feet are in their face.
Right.
Whatever they're doing. You don't think they get it on?
So maybe they're
wrestling.
Yeah, the gay guys do. The gay MMAs. Yes.
The straight guys do. But straight guys too.
The gay guys do. The gay guys do. But
straight guys do it too. And so
but the straight
it's as homoerotic. It's as homoerotic as it gets. Seriously.
But I don't see a heterosexual male who is an MMA fighter getting sexually turned on if he's a heterosexual male.
Let's ask one sometime.
You can ask me right now.
Hold on. Let's ask Tattoo. Hold on a second. Gar Lester, say hi to Tattoo Dave.
Hi, Gar.
Hey, Tattoo Dave. Listen, my best friend is Fabiano Iha, who's a 7-time MMA champion. He's sure as a board. And I've asked him the same question. What is it when, you get put in holes and you're controlled and all of that stuff? So tell me.
Well, I mean, obviously it's called submission, but that's not what it's about. I mean, as a fan of the MMA and participant at a point in my life, it's about the thrill. It's about watching, who it's a chess game, but it's nothing to do with man on man. Honestly.
No disagreement. I will not disagree with you.
All right.
But
okay.
You don't think when somebody's, they're all rubbing together that they don't get aroused?
I don't think so, no.
No, I don't think guys.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's the thrill of war. I mean, it's nothing sexual. But I'm sure that there are those that.
Yeah. Let me go on record as saying that males and females are different. All right.
Males and females are different.
Yeah,
let's go to that transgender swimmer.
Oh, geez.
It's wrong.
It is wrong. Of course, it's wrong.
Just wrong.
But okay. So, gun control pusher, Joe Biden supporter, pop star Harry Stiles, who posed in women's clothing for Vogue, encouraged fans to come out at a concert in Wembley, England, proclaiming, "You're officially gay, my boy." And celebrity television shows, media outlets, left-wing activists continue to hype LGBTQIA2SEIEIO content and concepts of gender identity, transgender. Did I forget X?
Yeah, you forgot X.
Okay. More and more young people, not the first time you've heard that, right, Gar? Down boy. More and more young people are beginning to doubt their biological sex and identify as non-binary. Research published last year by the Trevor Project. Any relation to your guy? Gar? Come on.
Not even a little bit. But let me share with you.
Hold on. Let me share with you these stats. This research found that over 1 in 4, 26% of LGBTQ youth identify as non-binary. An additional 20% said they are not sure or are questioning whether they identify as non-binary. Of course they do, because as you stated earlier, and we have discussed on this show, it is status quo to say, oh no, I don't know what I am. It's a great day to be whatever. I'm a toaster today. I identify as a friggin' Cuisinart. I mean, isn't this gone far enough, Gar Lester?
I mean, first of all, I just got to stop laughing. I mean, they've taken this to a place where the more labels they put on people, the more separate we become. It doesn't make anybody band together.
Right.
When, it's like a box of crayons that, the 64-color box of crayons. Yeah. I mean, it's stupid and it's nuts. You are or you aren't.
Right.
And the rest of the stuff is nonsense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, the one that questions, LGBTQ questions?
I mean, I think we've entered the vortex of insanity. And even Yelp, and I check out Yelp. I checked out Yelp before I visited you and your buddy there in Bakersfield to find the best poker room. And we found it, by the way, and had a couple great cocktails with Gar Lester, gay man in show business who I adore and have known for a gazillion years, who, with his help, will get Tom Ohmer, our movie TV star, on SWAT. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? You're an agent. You're a bona fide agent.
Gar was my agent for like 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what? Your butt wasn't cute enough. So that's
see that? I know, Gar. I was in your office. I did all the dirt.
Gar Lester, I appreciate you. I appreciate your truth. Yeah. Hey, listen. Hold on.
Matt, before we go.
No. Gar, chill out. How much coffee does this guy drink?
Man.
Okay, hold on. Gar Lester. Hold on. So on Yelp, I am looking for places, and the big headline in Yelp was "Celebrate Pride, Support Open to All and LGBTQ-owned businesses." What do you think about that? Does that rub you the right way?
Again, the more they put labels on things, the more separate we become.
Mm-hmm.
What difference does it make who does what and what they do?
Yep.
Is, if it's a good business, support it. If it's a great restaurant, support it.
Right.
I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to say that my lefty friends, I may not support them.
Right. Correct. I don't either, Gar.
But but they make such a mountain.
Yes.
As opposed to a molehill of labels. Who gives a shit?
Right.
Pardon the language. Who gives a shit? And like I say, and Matt has said, he's known me for a million years.
Yep.
And I'm the straightest gay guy he'll ever know. A purse does not come out of my mouth when I talk.
That's right.
I'm just me.
Yeah.
I am just me. And Matt's just Matt. And guess what? We love each other.
Yeah, we do.
We're friends. We're brothers.
You better believe it.
But the more they put labels on, and the more they try and identify somebody as somebody different, what do you do?
Yeah. Well, this whole pride thing pisses me off. This pride thing.
Retail.
Pride.
Retail.
Gar. Pride about what? Pride should connote an accomplishment, something you did to be prideful for. If indeed being gay, and I do believe this for males, that you are either gay or you're not. Females, as I mentioned, whatever way the wind blows, and 4 or 5 tequilas, and we can experiment. A lot of the chicks, they do that in college.
No.
Yes, I read Penthouse years ago, Lori.
Penthouse Forum?
Yes, of course.
But you didn't go to college.
Wait, Lori?
Yes.
The difference between gay and straight, is one more cocktail.
Yes, but when it comes to a female, but not males, I'm telling you.
It's not always women.
Guys, you get them a few cosmopolitans in them, and everything changes.
Oh, here we go. See, he's trying to turn us. That's a good.
Well, he
but
can't
no,
turn me.
Cosmopolitan.
Lemon drop.
Yeah.
Again, it's when you. I love you and I love the show. When you talk about pride, they turned it into a retail event.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So that's number one. But and I'm going to be really politically wrong now. When you have Black History Month and you have Hispanic History Month and Asian, all this stuff that's going on. What happened to us?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's bad to be white.
The more we separate.
Yeah.
The more we separate, the worse it becomes.
Yeah, it's a bad time to be a white male. Yep. It's a bad time.
Or female. Listen, in my industry right now, in the entertainment industry right now, and Matt will know, they put out what's called a breakdown where they're looking for characters.
Right.
And now they say identifies as male, identifies as BIPOC, identifies as this.
Oh, it's sick.
It's ridiculous. Jesus Christ.
It's tragic.
Yeah. Well, and now you know why Gar Lester, the great Gar Lester, who now hails from Bakersfield, California, was in Hollywood for many, many years, is a smart guy, can still do his gig from Bakersfield, and my God, that's God's country. And Gar Lester, I love you. Hey, and guess what, Gar? I found an intelligent Canadian that I will talk about next. How about that?
Is that an oxymoron?
Yes. Here we go. I discovered an intelligent Canadian that I'll get to next. Hey, Gar Lester, I look forward to seeing you again. I look forward to having cocktails at your favorite dive bar in Bakersfield.
Drag your butt up here. We got new places.
You notice he said butt.
And that, we love you so much.
And he said drag.
Now, listen. Well, I didn't want to say anything, but Matt does have a cute butt.
Whoa! Hey, I wear that like a badge of honor coming from Gar. That is sweet as hell. Hey, Gar Lester, thank you for making my day.
One more thing.
Yeah,
I want
quick.
to be on the show when Ronnie Shell is on next time.
Okay. All right, we got to. Yeah, we'll get his ass over here before he dies, like everyone else in their 90s.
Thank you.
We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
All right, kids.
my God, you're still talking.
dive bar at the end of the Walk of Fame. The cartilage left over in a bag of Popeye's chicken. Chronic talk from stars, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen. What a boy would be if Siegfried and Roy had a son.
I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning and on YouTube, big Chappelle thing. It was like a 4-hour Chappelle thing. I'll get to him in just a second. Jordan Peterson, remember seconds ago I mentioned I found an intelligent Canadian? His name is Jordan Peterson. Tom Ohmer, you probably know who this guy is.
Yes.
Of course you do, Tom, because you're not a big dumb lefty, Tom Ohmer. He hates it when I say that because, God, he wants a gig in Hollywood. You know, he's had many. He's had starring roles. He was the guy in that Southwest commercial who played the general. And what was your punchline in that Southwest commercial? Pull the mic over toward you, please.
Yeah, it was, I hate my job. They asked for my password, and it's, I hate my job, too.
Funny friggin' commercial. Jordan Peterson fires back after Twitter ban over Elliot Page tweet, "I'd rather die than delete my tweet." Canadian psychologist, best-selling author Dr. Jordan Peterson insisted he would not capitulate to woke authoritarian moralists and would rather die than delete a tweet of his criticizing Pride, quote-unquote, Pride, while using Ellen Page's original name and calling the surgeon who operated on Page a criminal. I quote, a criminal. In a tweet that brought about a suspension of his Twitter account. A viral video posted to YouTube, Peterson stood his ground after being censored last month for criticizing transgender surgery and referring to transgender actress Ellen Page, who now goes by Elliot, and identifies as a male by her original name, following his irritated tweet, which was posted in response to one of the latest happenings on the increasingly heated culture war front. Peterson said in reference to Elliot Page that he was employing this awkward and impossible naming style because it is now apparently mandatory, as well as in an attempt to make a point. Jordan Peterson, a smart Canadian. In the nearly 15-minute clip, almost 3 million views in less than a week for this Jordan Peterson. He deemed his Twitter suspension a ban because the social media giant threatened not to lift it unless he agrees to delete the quote-unquote hateful tweet. He said, "I'd rather die than do that, and hopefully it will not come to that," he said, although who the hell knows in these increasingly strange days. Here's a man who knows his business. It is an illness to want to lop off your breasts. It is a mental problem to want to get rid of your genitalia. And God bless those who go through these ugly things, but don't make it easier on them to get said operation. It's a terrible thing, man. And yes, blasphemize me. Oh my God, I must be a hater. No, I'm a lover. I'm a lover. I like people to have a happy day. But the stats prove out that years after the operation, these folks are still unhappy, and a number of suicides after the operation. This is not something that can be solved by an operation. Jordan Peterson says the fuss his tweet caused is just the beginning. He addressed each part of the short, controversial tweet. He said, "Remember when this is the greatest quote. Remember when pride was a sin?" Jordan Peterson asks. Remember when pride was a sin? It's in the Bible. And Ellen Page just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician. The original response from Twitter read, "Violating our rules against hateful conduct." Hateful conduct by a staff at Twitter or YouTube or any Google affiliate, anything they don't agree with is hateful conduct, is hate speech. I went through this. I go through this every week. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. By clicking delete, you acknowledge that your tweet violated the Twitter rules. Firstly, Peterson noted, I did not promote violence against or threaten anyone with my missive. So that leaves the arguably lesser sin of harass. He also highlighted how Twitter does not specify the actual offense committed, leaving one to speculate, which Peterson called a big problem in and of itself. 100% true, Jordan. The world's smart Canadian, as well as indicative of the utter carelessness of the Twitter organization with regard to the propriety of its own censorial actions, because Twitter is a big crock of crap. And now, as you know, Elon Musk is out. He's out. He said, no, you've been lying about the number of tweets. You've been using robots. This has been a crock o' crap. And he's out. Why? Because Elon Musk, love him or hate him, is a pretty intelligent guy.
He's a smart
and he's
guy.
a pragmatist.
Yeah.
He's a pragmatist.
Yeah.
You know, he was a big lefty or maybe on the fence for many, many years, but he has witnessed how it's going, and he can't take it anymore. And a man that I believe is one of the smart guys, one of the intelligent guys in the comedic field. And I love this guy to death. And I don't care which way he leans. And when he talks about, and he'll offend every race, creed, color, sexual orientation. And that's why I appreciate Dave Chappelle, who blasts woke teens over trans jokes. He said, the more you say, I can't say something, the more urgent it is for me to say it.
I love Chappelle, man.
I do too.
He's great.
And I'm not loving him because he's some lockstep conservative, because he's not. He's not a conservative.
He's a smart,
but he's a pragmatist. He's refusing to submit to the woke high school students who decried his last comedy special, The Closer, as transphobic and anti-LGBTQ, saying the more they try to silence him, the more determined he is to speak out. New Netflix special, Dave Chappelle gives a speech at the Duke Ellington School of the Arts in D.C., where students protested the naming of a new theater after the comedian who once attended the school. He said, you know what? Go ahead. See, I can't say it. I'll say it even more. It has nothing to do with what you're saying. I can't say. It has everything to do with my right and my freedom of artistic expression. It's worth protecting for me, and it's worth protecting for everyone else who endeavors in our noble professions.
God bless, man.
He also warns that woke kids are being used as pawns in the culture wars. 100% true.
Yeah.
Because their minds are like a Swanson, mostly white meat turkey TV dinner, man. You can get in there and change their mind and say, well, no, this is what you need to think.
How does a TV dinner change your mind? I don't know.
Well, I was thinking more meatloaf, but I always go for the Swanson, mostly white meat.
Yeah.
These kids didn't understand that they were instruments of oppression, Chappelle says, and they don't.
Yeah.
They don't get this. It's like, well, what do you identify with? Well, what do you want me to identify as?
Yeah.
What do you...
Tell me what to do.
What'll make most people happy?
Right.
I don't want to cause any rift here.
Sheep.
In the new special, Chappelle argues that the woke kids are so obsessed with identity that they fail to see the larger picture. And you almost can't blame them, but I do, for being dumb. I do. I do blame them.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't stupid as a kid. And I'm no college-educated dude, but I've always been a pragmatist since I was a child. And some have called me a genius.
Oh, who are they?
I believe it's my mother.
No.
Yeah.
I don't
Circling
think
back, that also has to do
now
with
she calls
parenting.
Now she calls you something, I think it starts with an A.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't do that.
So why did you say that?
He was teasing.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Brotherly
Thank
love.
you, Lori.
Are you sure you're not gay, Lori? Because only gay people say teasing.
I'm not gay, Matt.
These kids said everything about gender and this and that and the other, but they didn't say anything about art, he says. It would be like if you were reading a newspaper and it said, man shot in the face by a 6-foot rabbit expected to survive, but they never tell you it's a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Huh? Is that Chappelle spot on?
Yeah.
He ultimately declined the school's offer to put his name on the theater following the student protests. The venue will now be known as the Theater for Artistic Freedom and Expression, because it didn't mean that much for Dave Chappelle to have his name on the friggin' theater.
Why does he care? He doesn't
Good
care.
now, and why should he?
Right.
I mean, there's a guy that is pretty much stuck to his guns.
He
gave up $1 gazillion years ago in a deal, and nobody could believe it. And he's hotter and he's bigger than ever because he knows who he is, and he doesn't sway from who he is. God bless you, buddy. Popeye comic strip is getting woke makeover with more characters who aren't heterosexual, Lori. Popeye, you grew up with Popeye as a child on
I love
Long
Popeye.
Island. Yeah.
I love him.
Well, maybe you don't anymore. After nearly 100 years in existence, the Popeye comic strip is reportedly getting a woke makeover. Did I not tell you this hour would be the gay hour?
Oh, Olive Oil,
I did
I'm
tell you.
home. Hey,
Wait a minute.
hey,
Did they take away his spinach?
Oh, Olive Oil.
The strip's latest cartoonist promising more ethnic diversity and more characters who aren't heterosexual.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yay! Yay! I want to dance with my hands above my... Where is that float? Put me on it, because we're only 10 miles from West Hollywood.
Hey, Brutus, you look pretty good today.
I know it's not the Pride Parade, but damn it, bring out a float for me, because I am raring to go and wearing a thong.
All right, I'm gonna. Well, that's something else, but
What?
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
Something else.
I don't know. It's
You
something
might get
else.
1,000 hits right now if you put a thong
Oh, yeah,
on.
wearing a thong?
Not 1,000.
That's all you got to
Oh, yeah.
do. Put a thong on.
Well, I've been told by a gay friend of mine not a few minutes ago that I had a nice ass.
Yeah.
Yes, Lori?
Okay, okay. Well, what I'm saying is, what is
And by the way, I'm not offended by that. You know, I know that there are friends of mine, male friends, who over the years they
What are you
have
telling us?
they have had these conversations with me that some gay guy tried to pick me up at the bar and I told him, I'll beat your living, and I said, why would you do that?
Yeah, who cares?
I said, isn't that a plus for you?
Compliment.
Isn't that a compliment? Isn't that a nice thing?
I've been hit on by him too, but the problem is with me, I take.
And so
take him up on it.
those friends, and this goes back years ago, though.
Did you hear what Marty just said?
Me, I don't care. Me thinks that someone that protests that much, right?
Yeah.
May have a lingering homosexuality about them, and if they do, then just come out. But you don't beat up gay people.
No, man, that's stupid.
No, it's just a net. Don't beat up
Barbaric.
anyone.
Yeah, barbaric.
Well, Joy Behar, but don't beat up her either. Don't even beat up Joy Behar. I don't want anyone to be beat up.
Unless you're threatened.
But
my
I'll
point
tell you
is-
what, Lori.
Yes?
If you see Joy Behar having dinner at a restaurant, give her hell.
No.
Yeah, give her hell.
Give her a right cross.
Yeah, I might. No, not a right cross. I said don't beat people up.
Okay.
Why is my brother Martin missing everything today?
You're so aggressive, Marty.
Yeah.
I'm missing everything today?
Yeah. Go ahead, Lori. What is it,
My
Lori?
question is, what's the problem with Popeye? The way he is.
Oh, olive oil.
That's your question?
Yes, like what is the big problem with Popeye?
Grammy winner Macy Gray calls out trans
I'll never
hysteria.
know.
Lori, there is no problem with Popeye. That's the point.
They have great chicken.
That's the point. Grammy winner Macy Gray calls out trans hysteria. Surgery doesn't make you a woman. R&B singer Macy Gray, who, by the way, is not on the right, says just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman. She added that people shouldn't be called transphobic just because you don't agree. Yes, that's what we're saying. And Macy Gray is no Republican right-winger. That's what we're saying. Bette Midler slams transphobic accusations. I'm trying to save democracy for all people. Yeah, star of Disney's upcoming movie Hocus Pocus 2. I can't wait. How about you? Responded to attacks from the woke mob, insisting that she had no intention of anything exclusionary after she was accused of being transphobic for slamming terms like birthing people and menstruators. I love when cannibalism happens on the left, when they eat their own. They don't understand how stupid this whole thing is. And Bette Midler, I would put in the top 10 of stupid. A lot to get to when we return. Tom Ohmer is with us on Outlaw Radio.
It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good and bound. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. What of it? Still checking each other out. Hey, nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave cause your heart is there. But you can't stay cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry cause you look broke down. But you're crying anyway cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Yeah, family affair. One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good and bound. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
Passive Aggressive has a new home. You're listening to Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
It's
got a new subscriber, Lori. New subscriber. Somebody loves us. A new subscriber. I'll take what I can get on YouTube at this point. Yeah. A new subscriber. Thank you, my friend. That's Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. Look it up. Subscribe. Smash the like button. And do that other thing.
Tell all your friends.
No, but do that other thing.
Oh,
What
hit
is
the
it?
bell?
Will you follow us? Yeah, the bell.
Just hit the bell so they know when we're on.
Smash
The
it.
notification bell.
Just way too many things to keep in mind, man. I'm just a lowly disc jockey who wants to do a friggin' radio show. Give me some. I want to spin hot platter,
Make
Lori.
him sing.
Don't make
God,
Make him
the boy
sing.
just
Don't
wants to
make
do
me
a radio
sing.
show.
Next hour, an entire hour with Tom Ohmer, and we'll discover where he stands on politics, so we can completely put the nail in the coffin of his career.
No.
Thanks for coming.
Tom Ohmer tries to stay out of it, but let me just put it this way. He's an ex-cop. He was a cop. But isn't it like being a president? Once a president, always a president. So you're still a cop. Tom Ohmer. A lot of Tom Ohmer next hour on Outlaw Radio. And Tom Hanks confused by Disney replacing Tim Allen in Lightyear. We'll get to that because Tom Hanks wanted to go up against him in the Elvis movie, and now there's just no competition because that Lightyear, down the old tubaroos.
Yeah, goodbye.
Extra woke and extra dumb and no Tim Allen, and it's over. Denzel Washington misses Medal of Freedom ceremony with Joe Biden. Now, we talked about this
We did.
last week,
Yes, we
and
did.
I was wondering how he was going to get around this. We were talking at Ted Bear's party with Tom Ohmer, if you recall this, about a week ago. And I said, Denzel ain't voting for Biden no matter how many awards he's given. And I wondered how he would get out of this thing. Well, he didn't attend Joe Biden's Medal of Freedom ceremony.
Good for him.
After he was chosen by the president to receive the nation's highest civilian honor, Biden revealed the news during the Medal of Freedom ceremony at the White House, as it was obvious that the great Denzel Washington was absent. He said he couldn't be. Well, he said he could translated.
End quote, repeat.
Yeah, he couldn't be here with us today, Biden said, claiming that the Academy Award-winning actor wanted to be here. You bet he did.
If he wanted to, he would.
The update is, according to a White House official speaking to CNN, Washington tested positive for the coronavirus. Isn't that perfection?
Convenient.
Isn't that convenient?
In your face.
Oh, man, Shevitz. I love Denzel even more, man, because I was wondering how he was going to handle this. Well, he handled it by getting a little coronavirus.
Yeah. Corona works for everything.
Little injection of the corona.
Yeah.
That could be the start of something.
Oh, that's corona right there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
That's your third
That
time
is
today.
total corona.
Third time today.
I get 3 coronas a day and 2 a week. All right, a lot to get to, including Tom Hanks, and comedian Andrew Schultz says streamer wanted to censor his special over backlash fear, and so he took it away from the streamer. Could be Amazon, could be Netflix, could be any of those. He doesn't tell you, but we'll tell you next on Outlaw.
Low rider drives a little slower. Low rider is a real see. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me.
This is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
At the Lightning Lounge.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
At the Lightning Lounge.
Oh, little outlaw radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
I do scratch my noggin every time I'm invited back to Ted Baer's house. Lori? Dr. Ted Baer, the proprietor, the creator of the Hollywood Movie Awards. Ted
He loves you.
He does. Isn't that a noggin scratcher? Because I leave that party, especially the last week, thinking, how bombastic and loudmouth am I?
Yes, you are.
You have a tendency to be that way.
No, I am.
Yeah.
But Lori was stuck at Ted Baer's house, creator, proprietor of the Hollywood Movie Guide Awards. And by the way, it's a great award show.
It is.
It was on Hallmark for a couple years, and look it up. I mean, you'll find it. But Ted does good work, and I love Ted Baer to death. I love this guy.
What's the problem?
He's a man that loves the United States of America.
Yes.
Well, the problem was that, and I don't know if it's a problem, but Lori happened to sit next to the only two lefties at the party a week ago.
It's okay.
Happened to sit next to, and someone who is the broad that you're sitting next to, I can never think of her name, and it doesn't matter.
No.
But do you know her name, Lori?
I do, and I'm not going to say it.
But Lori
I don't
can
blame
hang,
you.
In those situations,
She can hang with anyone.
She can hang with anyone.
Yeah, you can be a dog killer, a dog lover. It doesn't matter.
She's a chameleon.
Yes, she is.
chameleon.
Yes,
Yeah.
she Lori Downey
What have I
Jr., our
learned today?
producer. She is. She certainly is.
Yeah.
And, and
Thank
by the way, before I go on with the story, Lori, could
Yes.
you please
Yes.
wear a bikini top while producing the show?
Yep. Have you seen the chick to fishing videos on YouTube?
Yes.
The chicks?
Yes.
They're in bikinis.
See, Mark,
There's 3 million hits.
That's my brother Mart. He knows what I'm doing here.
Absolutely.
Could you wear like a and you know where things are showing through?
Yeah,
and stuff?
thong it up maybe next week.
Wait a second. Thong it up.
Thong it up for the
Okay,
following
I didn't
week.
say that, but that's Mart. So you
What is
start.
wrong with you guys?
Lori, start with a bikini top and
Right.
then thong her up the next week.
I'm telling you, our hits would.
Oh yeah, go to the roof.
Oh.
Go to the roof.
I
So,
will
folks,
find
we're
you
gonna
that
be doing
woman.
this.
Yeah.
No. I'll find you that woman.
Lori, no. We want you.
This
You're
is sounding like Kippadata when he wanted
Lori.
me to wear his underwear shorts.
Lori, you're the hot broad on the show. You're the only
I'm the
broad
only
on the
broad.
show. Yes.
All right, let's start with maybe a tank top.
The Maloneys have become grande over several months.
Yes, because I put on weight.
Okay.
Sorry,
well,
folks.
No, not sorry. Do you
I'm
understand
sorry.
how good they look?
Can we start with a tank top?
Yeah, how about that, Lori? How about a tank top
bra.
first, and then you go.
Yeah.
Well, obviously no bra.
Yeah.
Right, Lori?
Wife beater.
Okay, if I
Wife
were-
beater.
And then
Wife beater.
Then we'll squirt you with squirt guns.
And then,
What's wrong with you guys?
And then Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube will go through the roof.
Yes.
We'll go through the roof.
Then you
Lori.
can calm her down.
Lori, this is the definition of normal when you look it up.
Yes. It is.
Nothing wrong with us.
No,
Well, then
correct.
there's me.
Yeah.
Then there's
We're
me.
heterosexual males.
So Lori,
Okay.
are you gonna do this? Because
No, hey, I don't need an answer right now. Just please consider it, Lori.
Please think about it.
Lori,
Sure.
consider it. All right.
Sure.
Okay. So back to the party a week ago. And she's sitting next to the only two lefties in the party. And this broad is talking her ear off and showing pictures of like mangulated children and
Okay,
so
that's
on.
kinda rude.
What? No, am I wrong?
It was her son that she was showing me a picture
well, then
of.
okay, then I take
That's
it
a
back.
lot different.
Yeah, well.
Not mangulated children.
Wow. What is a mangulated?
How old's her son?
What is that word? That's
It's
a made-up word.
No, it's a Long Island word.
No. Well, you said it.
There is a Long Island dictionary because Lori...
And you're reading it.
Obviously you're reading
Lori gifted me that years ago.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed mangulated from that.
Okay.
But she's stuck...
Is that Bidenese?
So, yeah, it's sort of Bidenese, sort of mangulated is in Bidenese as well. But Lori.
Yes.
You expressed, and if you're going to be honest, and I would expect
I'm always
you...
honest.
I would expect you to be honest on Outlaw Radio. That was not a fun time sitting next to her, was it? Was it?
All right.
Okay, that's a
Hang on a
no,
second.
Matt. It wasn't a fun time.
That's a very loaded question.
And so when they got up, and the guy got up, and I'm wearing a red hat, having nothing to do with MAGA. It was a hat. It was a red hat gifted to me by a buddy of mine that he picked up from the Dominican Republic, and I can't even translate it. I don't know what it says. It could say, Lori, the two that you're sitting next to are nasty idiot sticks.
So is this about her or is this about you? I'm confused.
This is about the two as they were leaving. The guy says, so what is that hat? And I said, I don't know. And I told him the honest to God truth, as I always do, which always gets me into trouble.
Because you always wear hats. You have no idea what
I
it
simply said, if they're in English, Lori, I'm pretty good at English, and I'm a great speller.
He is a good speller.
Great speller.
Mangulation, spell it.
And I know.
Yeah, spell mangulated.
What?
Spell mangulated.
MANGULATED. Done.
Okay, win.
Yes. Yes.
Winner.
LGBTQEIEIO. And on this farm, there was an LGBT. The bottom line here, as they were getting out, the guy asked me about the hat because, he has to because it's a red hat and they're big lefty, and I'm not calling them morons.
But it's about you, not about the content and the time that I spent.
Why do you
with this
keep
woman.
saying it's about you? I'm telling a story, Lori. It's called
Well,
a
it's
story.
two stories in one.
All right, try it one day, Lori. A story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. I'm going to do that. As they're leaving, he asked me about my hat, and I said, well, Dominican Republic. It was a friend of mine, and he said, well, I can translate. He said something like, well, dumb idiot, something like that. That's what he said. That was his parting words.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meaning not toward me, I don't think, but toward
what he
the
said
hat, meaning that it was a MAGA hat, but it wasn't. These are the people on the left. They're so easily offended when I'm not even attempting.
I didn't think
to
that was the kind of
offend them.
crowd that went to Ted's house.
Go, Laura.
He said dumb Trump supporter is what he said.
See? So that is toward me. And by the way, I don't hate those two. I just simply think they're idiots. But I don't. They're like that poor little kid that is not the smartest. And I just want to coddle them, and I want to rub their head and say, everything will be okay. Everything's okay.
I'm going to say something.
You have your president now. He's doing a mighty fine job, ain't he? Ain't he doing a mighty fine job? You got what you wanted.
Okay.
And the U.S. is better for it. Yes, Lori?
This woman has contributed a lot to the entertainment industry. And what she was showing me...
Meaning nothing.
Wait, hang on
Means
a second.
nothing to me.
Well, okay,
Did she write Wild Wild West? Then I'd be in. If she wrote a Wild Wild West, then I'm totally in.
I know you're being funny right now.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite TV shows.
I'd be in too.
What did she contribute? I'm curious.
Right. She was a writer on a bunch of TV shows in the 70s.
So we can't discredit her because you don't like the way she is
discrediting her
politically.
because she's a big wildebeest.
Oh, so it's about her weight.
No, not at all.
Then what is it about exactly, Matt?
It's about her politics.
Okay.
And the fact that I'm not necessarily talking politics, even though when they
But she wasn't talking to you. She was talking to me, and we were not talking about politics at that point.
And when when they finally left, I said, well, now that and Tom was sitting there. Tom Ohmer will attest to this. I never lie, which, by the way, blessing and a curse. But I said, well, now that the two lefties are gone, now we can really talk politics.
Oh, that's
you remember
kind.
me saying that,
That's
Tom?
kind.
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
What were they doing? What were those two doing in that environment?
It doesn't matter
anyway?
because they're
That's what
Christian
blows me
people.
away.
Okay, Marty, I'll answer it
I'm
for
not
you.
buying that either.
They are.
I'm not buying that they're Christian people.
They are
Lori.
good friends of
How about
the
that,
host.
Mark C.G. Boyer?
How about that, Matt?
Right?
They're friends
Jew
of the
haters.
host.
Jew haters, Mark C.G.
Oh, my
Boyer.
God.
Huh? How about that?
How about this? They're friends of the host. They're invited. It's not your party, and it's not
I
your
think that
place.
Ted invites them because he likes the rift between those two and yours truly.
Ted is
By
not
the way,
thinking about you
oh, Ted's
or
sort
any
of a
riff.
rascal. Ted Bear is sort of a rascal. I love him for that.
And he loves everybody, regardless of their political affliction.
I don't know. Love. I mean, likes, maybe.
Okay.
I
don't know how this happened.
He tolerates. He tolerates.
Matt, be nice to Lori, man.
What?
You better.
Wife beater. Be nice to her.
Wife beater?
For next week. Show.
Wife beater for next
The
week.
wife beater shirt.
He's very
What,
simple.
what about those people who just tuned in? That's going to
Well,
make
that's
no
unfortunate
sense
for them.
No,
They should have been listening the
it's
whole time.
unfortunate for me. My name is on this show. So Mart was referring to Lori potentially wearing a
I
wife.
thought you would pick up on that. but
A
you're little
wife beater
slow.
shirt.
Yeah.
No, I'm not slow,
You're slow.
Mart.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're the fact checker on slow, so I believe you. Bette Midler called anti-trans after bashing terms like people with vaginas. Don't let them erase women, which, Lori, brings us back to the party. I remember our director friend, his wife, who is a brilliant writer, she brought up months ago they're trying to erase women. Recall that?
Yes, I do.
They're trying to get rid of women. She was so spot on. And Bette Midler, who would know that there would be sort of a kumbaya meeting between Bette Midler and this lovely woman who is the wife of one of the great directors of all time, who attends this party as well.
And she's also a very good writer. So she's not not the wife of somebody.
Anybody miss me saying it twice about her being a brilliant writer? Anyone in this room?
Yes, Lori.
Anyone? Yeah, Lori.
Oh,
missed
Mark.
it. Yeah, Lori, you're sort of but you're
Mark's
sort of
asking for it.
focused in, Lori, but you're not focused in on listening to the words. Try that. Bette Midler called anti-trans after bashing terms like people with vaginas. She says, "Don't let them erase women." And I love it when they cannibalize themselves. She's angered one of her most loyal fan bases, the LGBTQ community, after she criticized terms like menstruator and people with vaginas, saying those terms serve to erase women. And it's the honest-to-God truth. It is. If you're a guy, you don't menstruate. Period.
Thank God.
Oh, wait, did I say period?
Period.
All right, yeah. Yeah, Bette is trying to talk it back. It's like, well, but I didn't really mean... Yes, you meant it. So stick with it. Stay with it. Maybe you'll change the minds of these vehement idiot sticks on the left who are looking for any cause, because the only reason they exist is for a cause. Without a cause, they have no life. We are, I know I don't sound like it right now, but us on the right are by and large pretty happy people. We want to live, let live. Less government. Stay out of our lives. Don't tell us what to do. That's all it is.
And don't make you sing.
Don't make me sing. And Star Wars actor Mark Hamill, one of the left, faces the cancel mob for liking Bette Midler's anti-trans tweet. So this guy is liking Bette. He's the biggest lefty. He's now coming under fire for liking Bette Midler's recent tweet. The cancel culture mob has accused the Luke Skywalker actor. What else has he done?
A few little stupid things.
Yeah, so Luke Skywalker, that was it. For supporting transphobia propaganda and the TERF rhetoric, or trans exclusionary radical feminist rhetoric. And Bette Midler's going through it, and now Mark Hamill. Can't you see that the whole thing is a mishmash of BS? It's a crock of crack. Netflix nabs Johnny Depp to play King Louis. And they are going to finance it. And smart, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think Johnny Depp will be hot as hell right now. What do you think, Laura?
I think he's always been hot as hell.
Talking about his looks.
Except the reason why he took Amber to court is because he couldn't get arrested because of the accusations, meaning that in Hollywood he wasn't hot as hell for the last several years.
Talking about aesthetically.
I think people will wait.
No,
yes,
no.
I was.
I've asked Lori about his aesthetics, and so unless she was not telling me the truth, she said she always found him dirty and really didn't find him attractive.
He's not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people that are
right. But we're not talking about his aesthetics. We're talking about his hotness in Hollywood and the fact that has waned over the years.
I knew that this was going to work out,
and that's why he took Amber Turd to court.
It took 3 seconds watching this.
This is going to be a sold out. This is going to be huge. He's going to come back on fire.
Well, hopefully he kicks ass in this thing.
Of course he will.
But speaking of Netflix, the insurrection, employee morale craters as workers accuse executives of brushing off concerns. The morale crisis reportedly only getting worse, with the streamer's tech workers in Silicon Valley feeling increasingly alienated from leadership, especially following the controversy over Dave Chappelle's comedy special, The Closer. After Dave Chappelle, the lines of communication had been open for years, but now they're gone. A former engineer said, at the heart of the dispute is the feeling among Netflix tech employees that their feedback about artistic or creative matters isn't valued or even wanted. Engineers who complained about Chappelle's comedy special said their criticisms, which consisted mostly of accusations of transphobia, were mostly ignored. They should have been ignored because Dave Chappelle is a comedian. All bets are off.
Yep.
If you don't like it, don't watch.
Yep.
Period.
Agreed.
I mean, that's the way it works, man. Some blame co-CEO Ted Sarandos, who runs Netflix creative side, saying his lieutenants were similarly resistant to feedback, blah, blah, blah. But they feel like they can't speak out. Well, they can speak out, but simply because you speak out doesn't mean you're in the right. Dave Chappelle obviously makes Netflix a ton of money. A lot of people subscribe to Netflix, I'm assuming, because of Dave Chappelle. And if I were a Netflix subscriber, then I would subscribe because of Dave Chappelle.
Because Netflix has a lot of crap also.
Oh, my God. They
do.
Mostly horrid stuff.
It really is bad stuff, man.
Yeah, and speaking of stuff that is not horrid.
But they're huge.
Oh, they're massive.
Yeah.
Massive. Tom Ohmer.
Yo.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
He's put up with this crap.
Patiently waiting.
Tom Ohmer,
Yes.
a great TV star. He's been in all the big ones. He was not in The Ropers, however, which, I wish I could go back and watch a clip of you on The Ropers because, my God, my favorite comedy of all time.
You weren't one of the Ropers?
No.
Beat it.
No.
I mean, what is he doing here?
No.
Oh.
But he usually plays a bad guy or a cop.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
I would say probably.
Are you turn up his mic, please, Lori? Are you a sensitive guy? You're a sensitive guy sometimes.
Well, I would say the majority of the roles I've played is something in authority. Either police, detective,
right.
Military.
Because you're a good-looking guy who looks like you should be grabbing a piece.
Well, he was a cop.
He's a general.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
General.
And a general.
Yeah. And the movie, you did a movie overseas.
Well, yeah. A couple years ago, I did a movie in Interlaken, Switzerland.
Yeah.
And that was pretty fun. It was called Man with a Silver Case. But last year, right at the end of the year, November, December, I was in Oklahoma for a month shooting a film. And that is in post-production right now. That'll be released probably end of the summer, early fall.
Okay, what is that thing about?
It's really cool, actually. It's the name of the film's Nefarious. And I had a really nice role in there, number 3 on the call sheet, and it's a...
That's awesome. That's awesome. By the way, for those insiders like Lori knows what that means because Lori Downey Jr. has always been in the business.
And me.
Tattoo Dave understands.
I don't know anything.
Okay, you know what? truer words never spoken by my brother, but that's cool. Number 3 on the call sheet.
Yeah,
which means prominent in the movie.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, because number 1 is obviously the star, number 2, and it goes
I've
down
always been considered number 2.
Yeah, and you still are.
For different reasons.
I think that's what Mark
no,
told
having
me.
nothing to do with the call sheet. But yeah.
But it was really cool. It's a prison. It takes place in a prison. We actually shot in a working prison that's built in 1909.
Yeah.
It was the first time in Oklahoma State history they allowed filming inside a working prison. It was really cool. And I play the prison warden.
See, that's you, man.
Yep.
Were you a badass?
Yeah, but not bad. Good.
So you were a sensitive badass.
This sounds interesting. I really want to see this when it's released. Can I get a copy from you?
Sure.
No,
it's going to be in there.
No, he's like my brother's not willing to pay for it.
No.
He wants a free DVD.
Yeah, he wants to see it so bad, Tom Ohmer,
if it's in the
but he's unwilling to part with his money.
It's actually going to have a theatrical release.
Okay, good. Then I'll go to that.
Yeah.
I'll go with you to the premiere.
Yeah, we'll all go.
No, that's another freebie, Mark. No, you're not invited to the premiere.
I'm not.
No.
Tom just said yes.
No.
He did it.
Who are the other principals in this movie?
The
Someone
lead is Sean Patrick Flannery is a lead.
Okay. Do I know that name?
Yeah, he's been a lot of stuff. He's in fact when he was younger he was the young Indiana Jones on that show.
Okay, yeah.
And
he's no longer young, right?
Yeah, exactly. But now he's actually directing films and
good for him, man.
Yeah. So it was a good time. It was,
and it's called what?
Nefarious.
All right. And what is the plot line, if I may be so bold?
Yeah, it's a guy who's sentenced to death. He's a prisoner that's on death row, who is Sean Patrick Flannery, and it is if he's determined to be insane, then they can't execute him. So
Mark just showed me a picture of him. Yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, he's good. I like this guy a lot. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. And so the question is he insane or is he sane? If he's sane, we can go ahead with the execution. So they have a psychiatrist that comes in. Jordan Belfi is the psychiatrist, and determines whether or not he's insane or not. And if he's found to be sane, then we can execute him. And
Nefarious.
Look
for it at the end of summer.
Yep. End of summer, fall.
Starring Tom Ohmer, my buddy. As we go to break, when we come back, Tom Hanks is completely confused by Disney replacing Tim Allen in Lightyear. Well, Tom, my friend, you're not the only one confused by that. And Stephen King apologizes for tweeting fake news about Ron DeSantis, but doesn't delete the tweet. How about that? From that man known for making mostly forgettable flicks, Stephen King. Why was he not a male model? You know, I look back and I think, that's the guy.
Yeah.
We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. I knew that something was going on wrong when you started laying down the law. I can't move my hands. I break out in sweat. I wanna cry. I can't take it anymore. This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. I've been around a long, long time, seen it all, and I'm used to being free. I know who I am, try to do what's right, so lock me up and throw away the key. This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. what's left for them, and then what's coming down the road. The light in the tunnel could be the southbound train. Lord, please help them with their load. This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door. This has gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer. It's gone far enough. You wanna claim my soul? You'll have to come and break down this door.
Oh, Daddy boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the leaves are falling.
Great Harry Dean Stanton.
Must go, and I must buy. But coming back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow, for I'll be here in the sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
This is Outlaw Radio.
All right, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, you heard Harry Dean Stanton sing his rendition of Downey Boy. That was not on our great affiliate radio stations, but on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. And I just asked Lori, do we know anyone that's still alive, Lori? I know that Tom...
I know you.
No, still alive.
I know you.
Tom Ohmer, still alive, which is why he's here today. LQ Jones, dead.
Not here.
And I love him. And I love that guy.
I don't think he's coming back.
No. Jim Neighbors, done. Tom Hanks, still alive, confused by Disney, replacing Tim Allen in Lightyear. I don't understand that, he said. It appears that even Tom Hanks is dumbfounded by Disney's decision to recast actor Tim Allen with Chris Evans in Pixar's latest Lightyear movie. Speaking with Cineblend, there's so many outlets. Yeah, don't make me sing. Hanks, who voiced the character Woody in the Toy Story franchise, he was the franchise.
Absolutely.
Tim Allen is
Buzz Lightyear.
Period.
You don't cast anybody else.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was asked if he felt strange to have his latest movie, Elvis, to be in theaters opposite a Buzz Lightyear film. And Tom Hanks said, how about that? Actually, I wanted to go head-to-head with Tim Allen, and then they didn't let Tim Allen do it, he told Cineblend. I don't understand that. Hanks had little else to say when asked about the studio's decision to replace Allen. That's because Tom Hanks, he's smart when it comes to politics.
Stays out of it.
He'll just sort of step over the line a little bit, then he comes back. I think no matter what his politics, and I think, he leans left. I like the guy, man. I always have.
Talented son of a gun.
Thing I love about Tom Hanks.
Ohmer, yeah.
Yeah, is he's very strong supporter of our military and does a lot for the military.
Okay, that says it all. That's it. That's all you have to know. Tom Hanks, God bless you, buddy. A man known for making mostly forgettable flicks, Stephen King, apologizes for tweeting fake news about Ron DeSantis, but doesn't delete the tweet. He's not sorry. He's not sorry for spreading fake news. The best-selling novelist publicly apologized for tweeting a false claim that Governor DeSantis signed a bill requiring Florida students and professors to register their political views with the state. The erroneous claim appears to have come from a Salon article from last year that went viral. I regret having posted the headline without being more confident the story was correct. Oh, really? This is the first time Stephen Dummy King? You friggin' idiot. Guy's an idiot. Salon is usually more reliable. Not true, Stephen King. But to you, they are because they're big leftist pigs.
Maybe this is why my ex, Stephen King's her favorite dude.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they get along.
That's why she left you?
Yeah.
Because of Stephen King?
I think so. I'm going to blame Stephen for it.
Might as well blame anyone but you. Twitter is a constant learning experience.
You hear that, Lori? Those are fighting words, man.
And I will try to do better.
Okay.
Somebody's getting pushed in the pool.
The author said in a statement to CNN. But King has still failed to delete the tweet, even though he admits it's wrong. And Greta Thunberg,
how dare you,
accidentally revealed the Greens' left's inconsistency. The European Union just took a major step toward accepting and promoting nuclear energy as a form of green energy. Naturally, climate change activists celebrated the move to normalize a form of energy production that produces zero carbon emissions. Just kidding.
How dare you?
Many on the green left actually criticized the EU's move because they're not into nuclear, as the Bushes would say, or at least the second would say.
I love Outlaw Radio.
Nuclear.
How dare you?
No amount of lobbyism and greenwashing will ever make green activist Greta Thunberg.
How dare you?
She said tweeted in advance of the decision, we desperately need real renewable energy, not false solutions. Well, Greta, we rely on you for the truth.
I loathe you, Magic Matt. You suck.
How dare you?
I know
you
she does.
suck.
How dare you?
How dare you, Magic Matt?
How dare you?
I loathe bananas.
How dare you?
Jeez. Just another useful idiot, Greta Thunberg. And you got to understand, and this will come back to haunt me, but I'm not saying that because she's on the spectrum. I think she's a nice gal, but her parents, I believe, have taken advantage of her notoriety and fame to make a buck or two.
How dare you?
I think her parents are using her daughter, Greta.
Suck. How dare you?
And speaking of idiots, we weren't necessarily.
How dare you?
Deborah Messing claims she still supports Biden after reports said she was fed up with his failures. Deborah Messing responded to reports. She's simply enraged at the U.S. Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
And what does it really change? Not much of anything, except it's now good law as opposed to bad law written in the 70s. That's all.
Deborah Messing's miserable.
That's all. I supported President Biden with every incredible improvement he produces.
Got a chuckle out of Tom over here. Tom's never going to work again.
That's not true.
That's Deborah Messing. I have supported President Biden with every incredible improvement he produces. So there's no support, is what I guess she's saying. She went on to claim that Biden is the result of the GDP being up 5.7% and unemployment at 3.6%, among other talking points. We had the COVID debacle, you see. That's why Idiot Stick Fake President is touting those numbers. It's a lie. Come on, you know it's a lie. Even you on the left. Work with me. Grab a brain. 51% of the country loses their right to decide, she says, what happens to her body. It is catastrophic. The actress added, I want our leaders who promise to fight to protect women's rights to act with urgency and use every... I think Deborah Messing might be a dirty, rotten whore.
Thank you.
So I said it before you did, Tattoo Dave.
Yeah. She's a nasty one.
Yeah, I think so.
She is.
How many of them do you think she went through? Now, I don't know. I don't. Maybe none. But if I'm a betting man, gun to my head, gun to my head, I say 2. Gun to my head, I say 2. 2 with the big A's.
Too many?
2.
Yeah.
Potsy for mayor. Happy Days star Anson Williams launches a bid for mayor of Ohio, California.
Oh, no. I'd vote him in.
And to that, Tom Ohmer, I say, why not?
Yeah.
Right? Why not?
We'll get Potsy, man.
Yeah. You could have played Potsy on Happy Days.
No, he couldn't.
No, had he been, no, he'd have to be much older now.
Right.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, Tom's a baby, right,
How about
Laurie?
Ralph Mouth?
He is.
Yeah. Anson Williams, best known for starring as Potsy Weber in Happy Days, has launched a bid to become mayor of Ohio, California. But wait, there's more. I'm going to make this interesting. He went on to become a busy director and helmed episodes of shows including Lizzie McGuire, Charm, Baywatch, and Melrose Place because he couldn't get a real gig. Announced his campaign for mayor of the L.A. suburb at a city council meeting on June 28th. I've never had a great time in Ohio. I've had a fair time in Ohio. The 72-year-old actor and director promised the community that he will bring leadership that inspires a collaborative team to the job. Well, because if you're on the left, it's always collaborative because you're not smart enough to do this on your own and be pragmatic enough to really put the answers together on your own. He's already picked up the endorsement of one of his old castmates, actor Henry Winkler. Who played the Fonz. You have my vote, Winkler tweeted. Of course. I wonder why. Well, we're getting to that. Those looking to run for city office may officially declare their candidacy on July 18th and have until August 12th to file their papers with the city. Like so many Hollywood figures who have no careers. Williams, I was editorializing, but I think I'm telling the truth here.
You're mean.
Williams, I am mean.
You are mean. I mean,
I am mean.
I never say that.
I am mean.
How dare you?
Well, Williams is a leftist who spends time attacking people right of center on social media. He has attacked Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, moaned about capitalism. This is a man that you should vote for. Moaning and bitching about capitalism damaging the environment, and crowed about how wonderful Joe Biden is for America. That's Potsy Weber. That's Anson Williams. He has also advocated for an end to free speech and demanded that Tucker Carlson be sanctioned for daring to have his own political beliefs. How about that, huh?
I think Mark Boyer should run against him.
That's Anson Williams.
You could win, Mark.
Okay, I think I have a couple minutes for a couple things here. We did this last week, but I go to Lefty Goes Nuts. This is a lefty who has had it with his party. Did you hear this, Tom Ohmer? I think you might get a kick out of this. A lefty gay guy who has simply had enough. Crank it, Laura.
I'm not going to shut up about this. I'm not, because I can't yell at the Republicans. They're not going to change. They are who they are. We're stuck with them. We're not going to change them. You can't shame them. No. You can't convince them. No. You can't trick them.
That's true.
You can't fucking outplan them. Yep. But I can yell at the Democratic Party, and I can tell them where they can at least make one fucking small change to stop pissing me the off every hour right now. Stop sending me fundraising requests right now, okay? The Republican Party had a plan for the last 50 years to overturn Roe v. Wade. We had a leak 5 weeks ago telling us that this exact thing was going to happen, and your response after 5 weeks of careful study and planning and thought has been to send us nonstop fundraising emails. All right, so let me just read you a quick list. Mark Warmer, he's the Democratic senator from Virginia. He's worth $214.1 million. Don Beyer, he's a Democratic Virginia House member. He's worth $124.9 million. Dean Phillips, he's a Minnesota House member. He is worth $123.8 million. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House of the Democratic Party from California, is worth $114.7 million. Dianne Feinstein, who doesn't know where the she is right now, the senator from California, part of the Democratic Party, is worth $87.9 million. Million.
I love this.
You guys want money? Call your guy. You call him every week to do insider trading. Stop sending me emails. Stop sending me texts. Stop reading poems and singing goddamn karaoke. You have power. You have it. You're in those seats. We're the ones who are powerless.
True.
Stop pretending you're protesting. If you don't want to do it or it's too hard, retire. You're rich as You don't need to do anything. If I had $114.7 million, Nancy Pelosi, you know what I do? First thing, I get my husband a driver so he doesn't get a goddamn DUI. Second thing, you know what I'd do? I'd be on a boat. I'd be on a boat. Wow. $114.7 million. Yeah. And you want to send me a
I love that guy. He's a hero. No, don't go to break. No. Lori, we have time for this. Comedian Andrew Schultz. He won't name the streamer, but they wanted to censor his special over backlash fear. And I like this guy. Do you know this guy, Mark? You're a comedian lover. Okay. His name is Andrew Schultz. I'm here to support this man on Outlaw Radio. And by the way, I don't know which way he leans, right, left. Don't know. But he's had enough, and this is what he posted on one of the social media sites.
Here's the story. Basically, my special was with a streamer. And then we sent the streamer a finished version of the special, and they kind of freaked out, and they said, we can't put this out. These jokes are wild, and we don't want to deal with the backlash. So you're going to have to edit some of these jokes or just cut some of these jokes out entirely. And some of you probably know this about me. I'm a very stubborn guy. So long story short, I took my earnings and I bought my special back. And I don't know if this is going to work. I hope it does. But ultimately, it's up to you guys. I think people like real, authentic comedy. And I think that they would prefer that than some watered down. I feel that way because I perform in front of thousands of people every single night, and they seem to really enjoy these jokes that are too offensive or could cause too much backlash. So that's my gamble. But ultimately, you guys decide. So I would really appreciate it if you guys spread the word and support me, and go to my website, theandrewschultz.com, and pre-order my new special, Infamous, right now. And yeah, that would mean the world to me. Thank you so much, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Peace.
Love that guy. Andrew Schultz, man. We're behind you here at Outlaw Radio. I don't know his political affliction. I do know one of his jokes. He says when he sees a UPS employee walk into the abortion clinic, he said, I had to say at least someone wants to deliver. That's Andrew Schultz. We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Okay, all right. Another one of them outlaw radio shows in the bag.
Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
That'll be banned next
on YouTube, most likely.
It's already banned.
Yeah, but we may be on Rustic. No, what's it called?
Rumble.
Rumble.com.
Rustic?
I should come up with that one.
Isn't there like a prison they could throw us in or something?
Rustic.com. Yeah. Yeah, we get banned every other week.
Like an outlaw radio prison?
Yeah, YouTube not big fans of old outlaw radio.
Whoops.
And now, because of that, not big fans of the great TV and movie star, Tom Ohmer.
That's not true.
Join the club, Tom. Glad you can make it.
Tom, I appreciate the fact that you have the intestinal fortitude to get your ass over here, smoke a cigar with us, maybe have a little great Corbin Cash bourbon.
Corbin Cash.
In my opinion, the greatest bourbon on the planet. And spend some time with us, because this is not helpful to your career in Hollywood.
By the way, there will be no theatrical release for your movie anymore.
Yeah, not after this.
It's all
But the movie, if everything goes as planned, the end of summer, the beginning of fall, either one of them. Choose one. Let's go with whatever makes sense. The movie that we can see, the great, and I do mean the great, because this is a man I've known for at least 2 hours.
He's got some huevos.
And I love the man. And he served our country, and he was a police officer.
God bless.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for loving America, Tom Ohmer. The name of the flick is
Nefarious.
Nefarious, starring the great Tom Ohmer and what's his name? Who is
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yes. And
I'm going to say something.
Lori Downey Jr. Yeah, here we go.
So when Tom was flying out to Oklahoma.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
My great friend, Gray Fredrickson.
Oh, yeah.
Who has been in Godfather and Cannonball Run. He's done all of that.
No, he wasn't in them, but he is one of Lori.
Behind the scenes.
Lori,
He's a producer.
This man
Legendary.
this man is one of the greatest producers
Yes.
of all time. And by the way, not a douchey lefty. Gray Fredrickson.
Gray
Go.
Fredrickson.
Yeah.
And I said, a good friend of mine, Tom, is coming into town and shooting this movie, Nefarious.
Yeah.
And as it turned out, the people that he knew and respected were putting together the set, and they owned the studio. Is that right?
Yeah, Prairie Surf Studios in
Did you
Oklahoma
get together
City.
with Gray?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
We had lunch together.
How friggin' cool was that?
Yeah, he's a cool
Thank
guy.
you, Lori.
Yeah.
And by the way, Gray reached out to me a number of times and said, I really love Tom Ohmer.
How do you not love Tom Ohmer?
Yeah.
Lori,
I have to say
that's
that.
impossible. I mean, I believe that Tattoo Dave has met Tom Ohmer for the very first time today.
No.
On Outlaw
Second time.
Really?
Yeah,
Last time he was here.
he fell in love with him a long time ago.
Yeah, we go way.
He's in love.
Really? Oh, well, you're both bike riders.
Of course.
Fellow Harley rider.
Yeah.
But I want to say this before we go.
Yeah.
That Gray doesn't suffer fools.
Yeah.
And Gray really loved Tom Ohmer.
Well, that makes no sense to me. Okay, listen.
Wow.
I go for the easy one,
Yeah,
of course.
you do.
No.
He's mean.
No, I'm not mean. I'm not mean. I'm sarcastic, but I love Tom Ohmer.
Yes.
Because Tom ain't no fool.
And a frickin' talent.
A frickin' talent, Lori.
Yes, he is.
The gloves have come off. Lori Downey Jr., thank you.
Always welcome.
And Gray said nice things about you too, Lori.
Well, I love him. He's my
How about
guy.
Tattoo Dave, thank you.
Thank you.
My brother Mark T. Mark CGT Boyer. Tom Ohmer. I will continue to be our HR man Billy Dilly. Thank you, Billy, for your service, my friend. Servicing the barbecue right this second. No, but this man has put his sweat into the United States of America.
And looking forward to next week with Lori in the show.
Yes. Look forward to that.
Look forward to it.
On Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. I will continue to be Magic Matt. Please don't forget that bumblebees can't fly.
Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. A mean, vicious woman. Every day for supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and pick her mess of poke salad, carry it home in a toast sack. Poke salad